More terrifying than a zombie apocalypse. This viral video offering a horrifying glimpse of the situation in parts of waterlogged New South Wales right now.
All over your face. I was pulling the mosquitoes out of my hair. The puddles would be black from mosquitoes. I've never experienced anything like it.
In the state's central west, humans and animals alike are being eaten alive by what's been described as the worst mosquito plague in 30 years.
Animals are suffering just as bad as what humans are. They're in flooded paddocks and they can't get away from it either. It's in their face, in their ears, in their eyes, up their nose.
While our flood zones are worst hit, no one is safe. Non-stop rain seeing Mozzie numbers explode across the eastern seaboard.
That warm weather coupled with all of that extra rainfall and then the stagnant water hanging around is just a bumper season for mosquitoes, unfortunately.
They are kind of just like haunting you.
They're nasty, they're annoying. They bite me, but I can't bite them back.
I think they're the only thing that ruins summer.
And mosquito numbers aren't the only thing on the rise. This year's batch of bloodsuckers are double the size.
Mosquitoes love my daughters, so if I'm with them, I'm safe because they never attack me.
As soon as I get in the car, the mosquitoes are there. And if I'm out in the backyard, always mosquitoes, mosquitoes.
We're starting to notice these big species that have always been there, that have always come out in the spring, but they've just never come out in the numbers that we've noticed now.
The situation now so bad, some small towns have seen a run on repellent.
Even to small shops I would go in, there was no fly spray, there was no repellent whatsoever. They were all out of stock, it didn't matter where you went.
Believe it or not, Mozzies are the most deadly animal in the world thanks to the killer diseases they carry. And while we don't have to worry about malaria or Zika here yet, we do need to be aware of Ross River fever, Japanese encephalitis and flesh-eating ulcers.
We definitely need to be more careful this year, especially in these flood-prone areas, because the risk of these diseases is not insignificant.
So, with the infestation likely to continue for months, how do we keep the bloodthirsty blighters at bay?
And that's the big question that so many authorities are legitimately worried about. When I was in Echuca a couple of weeks ago with all the flooding there, that was one of the main concerns. And I can confirm, double the size. I was calling them pterodactyls. All of the mosquitoes that were there, they were just so much bigger. Yeah, so much bigger than you've usually seen. And they are just everywhere.
And given what all of the people in these towns, particularly across New South Wales and Victoria, having to deal with, they don't need anything more that looks like this.
I know.
And apparently you blame the female mosquitoes because they're the ones that are desperate for the blood because they need it for the protein, to lay the eggs, and the minute the eggs have hatched, they're looking for more blood.
So what are the men doing?
You blokes aren't in trouble at all.
So the male mosquitoes are just hanging out, they're nice.
Nothing much of anything, Tom. Nothing much of anything.
Oh, so now we're lazy for not biting and making people itchy and ruining their day and making the floods worse, and you're welcome. On behalf of male mosquitoes, I say you're welcome.